Good morning students. Today we are going to see the subject Science and Technology for Standard 9. So here students, we are going to learn the first lesson, that is laws of motion. In that we have got topics motion, distance and displacement. What is the difference between distance and displacement? Then acceleration. Then the last topic is Newton's law of motion and related equation. So here we are going to start with the first topic, that is motion of an object. So here given some one question that we have to see, think and give the answer. In which of the following examples can you sense motion? How will you explain presence and absence of motion? So here we have to sense, is there motion happening? In that case, is there a presence or absence of motion? We have to see. So see here, first is the flight of a bird. The second is a stationary train. The third is leaves flying through air. And fourth is a stone laying on a hill. So in these four examples, which you feel that are in the motion? So the first is the flight of a bird. So bird is changing its position. Motion means it should change the position from one place to other. So this is bird is flying, means there is a change of place. That's why there is a motion. A stationary train. So train is at one place only. It is not moving. It is a stationary train. That's why there is no motion. Now the third one is leaves flying through air. Means there is a motion, there is a change of place. That's why this is in the motion. So a stone laying on a hill. So the stone is laying, not moving. That's why there is no motion. There is the absence of motion. In the first and the third case, there is a presence of motion, and second and the fourth, there is a absence of motion. So what is given here? We see the motion of several objects every day. Every day we see many objects are moving. Sometimes we cannot see the motion of an object directly, as in the case of a breeze. So you see that the air is moving, the breeze is coming and going, but we cannot see it. We just see the moving of objects like curtains because of breeze, that we say the air is moving. So can you list other examples of motion beside those given here? So here given some examples like flight of bird, leaves moving through air, breeze. So you have to find more examples of the motion, like moving bicycle, moving cart. Like these examples you have to write in your notebook. 5 to 10 examples. Okay. So see here, think about it. We have got two questions. Let us see what are they. You are traveling in a bus. Is the person sitting next to you in motion? You are in a bus and bus is moving, and there you are sitting, and there nearby you one person is there. The question is he in a motion also? Now see, what do you take into consideration to decide if an object is moving or not? How we decide that object is moving or not? So that we have got here one explanation that will give the answer of these two questions. What is it? You have learned that motion is a relative concept. Means we see that motion is a relative concept. It is depending on the object, relative to the other object. So if the position of an object is changing with respect to its surroundings, then it is said to be in motion. So it is given the definition of motion. If the position of an object is changing with respect to its surrounding, means if the object is moving, then it is considered respect to the surroundings. Otherwise it is said to be at rest. If the surroundings are not changing and the object also is there, then it is said to be at rest. So in the first question, you are traveling in a bus. Is the person sitting next to you in motion? So you both of you are in the same bus, and when you see to each other, you don't see you are moving because your surrounding is not moving, but the person outside the bus will see that you both are moving in the bus because the surrounding is changing. Now what do you take into consideration to decide if an object is moving or not? So for deciding is the object is moving or not, we consider the surroundings. We consider with respect to its surroundings. So this is about motion. Now we'll see the next topic, the difference between displacement and distance. What is the difference between displacement and distance? For that we have got this figure 1.1. So what is the question? Measure the distance between points A and B in different ways as shown in figure 1.1a. So see this figure, we got this way. We also measure the distance from A or B, and from this also A to B. Okay, we can measure the distance with the help of scale approximately. Now measure the distance along the dotted line. Which distance is correct according to you and why? So if dotted line is there, if this distance we measure, then the question is which is correct according to you. Also, so we'll get these answers up below. What is given here? So see here, Sheetal first went to her friend Sangeeta's house on her way to school. So this is Sheetal and Prashant house, and Sheetal is moving towards Sangeeta house, that is 500 meter. Now the big is Prashant went straight from home to school. Both are walking with the same speed. Who will take less time to reach the school and why? So Sheetal is here and Prashant also there. Sheetal is moving towards Sangeeta house, then they both moves to school. And here Prashant is started from his home and directly moving to the school. Then the question is who will reach the school first and why? So if Sheetal start this 500 meter and this 1200 meter becomes 1700 meter, and Prashant is directly moving 1300 meter, then the Prashant will reach the home, will reach the school first. Okay, because the distance is less and because they are moving with the same speed, then the Prashant will reach the school first. Now in the above example, is there a difference between the actual distance and the distance travelled? What it is? So see here, Sheetal and Prashant starting from the same place and moving to the same last destination, but their path is different, the distance changes also and the time changes. Okay, so here Sheetal is traveling a distance and Prashant is giving a displacement. Displacement means, so we get the answer is the displacement means the minimum distance between the 2 points, and distance means whichever we travel to reach the destination, whatever path we take. So see here we have got the definition of distance and displacement. Here see, distance is the length of the actual path traveled by an object in motion while going from one point to another. So Sheetal is traveling a distance, whereas displacement is the minimum distance between the starting and finishing point. So the minimum distance traveled by the Prashant in the case